Picture this. Two people scroll through their feeds on the same day. One sees headlines about economic growth and policy wins, and the other sees warnings of societal collapse and government overreach. It's the same country, same platform, but two completely different realities. And this isn't just a glitch, it's by design. Welcome to the echo chamber, where social media doesn't just reflect your beliefs, it reinforces them until alternative viewpoints don't just seem wrong, they become invisible to you. Today, we're examining how the very same platforms engineered to connect the world may actually be dividing it, backed by hard data and real-world consequences that reshaped elections, sparked violence, and fundamentally altered how we perceive the truth itself.
Air is unfit to breathe, and our food is unfit to eat. We sit watching our TVs while some local newscaster tells us that today we had 15 homicides and 63 violent crimes, as if that's the way it's supposed to be. We know things are bad, worse than bad. They're crazy. It's like everything everywhere is going crazy, so we don't go out anymore. We sit in the house, and slowly the world we're living in is getting smaller, and all we say is, please, at least leave us alone in our living rooms. Let me have my toaster and my TV and my steel-belted radios, and I won't say anything. Just leave us alone. Well, I'm not going to leave you alone. I want you to get mad.
The term filter bubble was coined by internet activist Eli Pariser in his groundbreaking 2011 TED Talk. Pariser observed something disturbing. His Facebook feed had systematically removed conservative viewpoints, not because he actually blocked anyone, but because algorithms noticed he clicked more on liberal content. And as he put it, the platforms create a unique universe of information for each of us that fundamentally alters the way we encounter ideas and information. But here's what the research actually shows. A 2021 study published in Proceedings of National Academy of Sciences analyzed over 100 million pieces of content across Facebook, Twitter, Reddit, and Instagram on controversial topics like abortion, vaccination, and gun control. Lead researcher Walter Quattrochoque from Università La Sapienza found that homophilic clustering, which is people connecting with like-minded users, dominates online interactions, particularly on Facebook and Twitter. The study reveals higher segregation on Facebook than other platforms, driven by algorithmic feeds that can't be easily modified. More recent research from Oxford and MIT, published in October of 2024, examined the exact psychology behind this. Associate Professor Mohsen Mosleh found that social media users actively chose to follow like-minded accounts and deliberately avoided opposing viewpoints, not just passively, but through actual conscious decisions to connect or disconnect with other people. Now, the research shows a decreased follow-back rate for politically opposing accounts and significantly higher rates for aligned accounts, meaning liberals only want to listen to liberals and conservatives only want to listen to conservatives. It sounds like an echo chamber. But the most alarming finding came from George Mason University researchers in October, where they discovered that verified users, those with priority in the algorithmic feeds, actively drive polarization and trigger the actual echo chamber to be formed. When verified users hold extreme views, their amplified reach creates cascading effects throughout networks, pulling moderate users towards ideological poles, things that aren't good for an open society with open mind. Now, these aren't just academic abstractions. Echo chambers have real-world consequences. An example of this is the Cambridge Analytica scandal that happened in 2018. The world learned that political consulting firm Cambridge Analytica was harvesting data from 87 million Facebook users without their consent. Founded with the funding from Republican donor Robert Mercer and Steve Bannon. The firm claimed to use psychographic profiling to micro-target voters during the 2016 US presidential election. While experts like Tufts University political science Ethan Hirsch testified to Congress that Cambridge Analytica's actual effectiveness remains disputed. The scandal exposed how personal data could be weaponized to exploit existing echo chambers. The firm specifically targeted users based on personality traits inferred from their Facebook activity, feeding them tailored political messages just for them. It's designed to reinforce a pre-existing belief or suppress turnouts. A great example of this, another one, is the January 6th Capitol Hill riot. Fast forward, you see U.S. Capitol was breached by rioters attempting to stop the certification of the presidential election. Investigators traced the coordinations back to social media echo chambers, particularly on platforms like Parler and Gab. Tiara Towns, an investigative researcher at the First Draft, told ABC News the intentional lack of content moderation gave free rein for more extremist users to not just promote and coordinate what happened on Capitol Hill, but it also used memes showcasing a revolutionary war, imagery naming specific politicians to target, and using hashtags like #FightForTrump and #TheStormIsHere. A Washington Post investigation revealed that January 6th committee compiled a 122-page memo detailing how social media companies failed to address the online extremism despite internal warnings. Multiple academic studies now document how platforms like Twitter, Facebook, and alternative sites became coordination hubs where misinformation about election fraud were circulating unchallenged inside of their little ideological bubble, eventually manifesting as this offline political violence. It's really scary, guys. Now, this isn't isolated to the United States. A 2025 systemic review synthesized 129 studies on echo chambers globally, revealing critical insights. The research focused heavily on the United States and Western democracies, leaving multi-party systems and non-Western regions underexplored. The review found that studies using homophily measures and computational methods often support echo chamber hypothesis, while broader survey-based research sometimes challenges it. The contradictions? Both are correct. Echo chambers exist, but their strength varies by platform, topic, and individual behavior. Now, this isn't just happening in America. In 2024, over 50 countries held major elections, including the United States, India, and Europe. Researchers studying Facebook during the time discovered something crazy. When political parties posted content, they got more likes and shares than traditional news outlets. That's crazy. But here's the interesting part. Those posts received fewer mixed reactions. You know, when we watch the news, we'll get a love, hate, angry kind of reaction towards the things that we're seeing. But when they actually post it, content-wise, politically speaking, they mostly get one type of reaction, showing that they were reaching audiences that already agreed with them. Now, this pattern shows up in country after country after country, proving what researchers call the echo chamber. Now, political messages aren't reaching diverse crowds anymore. They're not just reaching everybody in the general populace. They're only reaching the people who already think the exact same way. So, what do we do about this? Well, first, you gotta understand that you're already likely in an echo chamber. A 2025 study found that even those who think they're exposed to diverse viewpoints, they're really not that diverse. Often, the algorithm-driven feeds only give you what you want to see. And over time, it only becomes more narrow until it's actively resisted. Now, second, you want to diversify the information that you're getting, right? You want to follow the sources that challenge you. You want to seek original reporting over aggregators and bad actors that exist in society. You use these platforms to allow that feed customization. A study on rural to university transitions found that when young adults maintained social media connections with their hometowns, it actually consistently created this constrained network diversity, suggesting that even well-intentioned connections can still reinforce negative stereotypes and beliefs that already exist in your head, your biases. And third, you want to recognize the business model, guys. The platform's optimized for engagement, not truth. There's controversy that keeps you scrolling. The confirmation feels good. Breaking out of this chamber, breaking out of this bubble, it actually requires a strong effort from you. You actually have to look at your phone and say, okay, this is just reinforcing what I already believe. Literally. If you look at what you're looking at, you know what I mean? And in 2025, the research consensus is ridiculously clear. Echo chambers are real, they're measurable, they're harmful to the democratic discourse, and they're not inevitable. They're results of choices, of platforms, of algorithms, of us. And the question isn't whether you're in an echo chamber. The question is are you ready to get out of that echo chamber?